All right, hello everybody, and welcome to lesson 3 of Day Japanese N5. Today we're going to go into shopping. For the shopping, we're going to be asking prices, so talking about how much yen something is. Shopping conversation, so basic stuff. How much is that? How much does it cost? Can I have that? What is that? Stuff like that. Ordering food at restaurants and the Japanese currency, so the yen, which a lot of you may know, and the basic etiquette. So we would like to start off with the demonstratives, which is very important when you're talking about an object. You have two different kinds. So when you're talking about something over there, so like sore wa means that is, or kore wa this is. Kore wa mic desu. This means this is a mic. Of are, which would be far that way. So there's a car parked over there. I would say are wa kuruma. That is a car. And dore, which means which one. So dore ga suki, which one do you like? Stuff like that. So a couple of examples here as well. They're written down. Kore wa pen desu. This is a pen. Sore wa ikura desu ka, which goes into the shopping part. How much is that worth? When you're saying sore, that just means how much is that next to you. So you would ask this to a vendor. And dore desu ka, which just means which one. On the other side, we have kono, which means this. Kono pen, this pen. Instead of this is a pen, kore wa pen. Kono pen, this is a pen. Sono is that one. Ano is that one over there. And dono means which one. So dono pen wa anata no mono desu ka? So which pen is yours? Here's another couple of examples. Kono kaban wa takai desu. This bag is expensive. Dono hon desu ka means which book. Just which book. So if you kind of practice these a bit, it's very simple. If you just look at the K, this, the S near you, the A is way over there, but you're still talking about the same thing. And dore, so the D just means which one. Okay, let's go into asking prices and some simple sentences. So for desu ka, a lot of you may know that the ka always means that you're asking something. So ikura desu ka means how much is it worth. Sore wa, kore wa ikura desu ka? How much is this worth? And sono, which you guys remember from the last slide, sono t-shirt wa ikura desu ka? How much is that t-shirt worth? Here you can do confirming and denying. So des and janai desu. So it is and it isn't. Sore wa saifu desu. That is a wallet. Sore wa hon janai desu. That is not a book. Janai means not. Dewa nai is also possible, or dewa arimasen. That's a lot more formal version in keigo. So let's go to the next slide. We have the same again with the kore, koko, soko, that stuff. It's again, the K is over here, soko is over there, asoko is way over there, and doko means where. So this is just, you always place the ko at the end, and it's the same. The K is here, the S is there, the A is over there, and the D is where. Very simple. A couple of examples is toire wa doko desu ka? If you want to ask where the bathroom is, where is the toilet? Toire wa doko desu ka? Where is the toilet? And asoko desu means, okay, it's over there. That's where the toilet is. So we're going into this little adjective, which is the no possession, which talks about this is mine. So let's say watashi no kaban, which means my bag. That bag over there is mine. Watashi no, watashi is me. No means that makes it a possession form. So it's mine, my bag. So watashi is I. The no makes it mine. Kaban is bag. Mary, that's just a name. Mary-san no saifu. So this is Miss Mary's wallet. Very simple. Okay, here's some practice and extra notes. These are some things I would recommend you to practice. If you guys have ChatGPT, you can just put these into ChatGPT and say, give me a couple more practice versions. So you could do for shopping, A just represents you, and then B represents the vendor or someone else you're practicing with. So A, すみません。これはいくらですか? So you would say, hey, excuse me, how much is this worth? So you would point at something close to you because you're saying kore. And then the vendor would say, 1000 yen desu, which just means 1000 yen. And then at the restaurant, you would also say, すみません, excuse me, kore o kudasai. This one, please. Very simple. If you guys want to know the actual numbers for the currency as well, there's a list at this next to this lesson where you can practice all the numbers. I think 100 through 90,000. So 100, 100から90万まで quickly in Japanese, okay? Here's some other practice activities speaking. So asking the price of one item, which you saw on the left here, and asking where something is, like with the toilet before, トイレはどこですか? And then filling in, これは or それはいくらですか? あれはいくらですか? So how much is this? How much is that? How much is that over there? And then これは私の this is what you guys know from the last slide. This is mine. And then role playing. I would recommend role playing with other people in this community. Just do a quick post, ask someone to practice with you, connect with each other. It's very simple. Don't be afraid. This is how you're going to learn. And some quick culture notes is the N. So I know you guys have been studying the hiragana as well. N is just the yen, the Japanese currency. Prices plus number, you would say isen yen. Only with the thousand, you change it to yen. For all the other numbers, it's n. So, 100 yen, isen yen, because they can't really pronounce the sen n. That's my name, by the way. It's quite funny. Cash is still very common. That's a quick culture note. If you're gonna pay, usually it's gonna be with cash. I always had a wallet full of cash when I lived in Japan. I pretty much never paid with card. By the way, for any internationals here, go to 7-Eleven. They always take international cards. And before asking something, it's very usual to say すみません, which is excuse me. All right, that's the end of lesson 3. I hope you guys all learned something. I would recommend you guys to go practice. Ask someone in chat to go role play with you and really try doing that interaction and that speaking with each other. All right, good luck. Ciao.